Today I'm going to be doing a comparison video between real life and virtual reality. So here is my new gaming setup. It's still not anywhere near finished, but it's a really good start. So I've got the G27 setup over there, pedals underneath, got my beast computer in here, got my racing seat, and I'll show you my real car. So the real car I'm going to be comparing today is the BMW 320d M Sport. Let me just go and show you this shit right now. So got my keys. Well, I'm going to kill the sound a little bit because I'm going to appear to be crazy, so I'll catch you up in a sec. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the car. You can see it's the M Sport variant. We've got the M steering wheel, and we've got the M skirts down there. Got a nice push button start. Lovely. Got a nice lever everywhere. This one's even got a fridge in it, big enough for a can. Just put a can in there, flip the switch on, and you can chill a can of Coke in there. It's very nice actually. Yeah, this car is very nice. It's the 2007 one, but it's got leather steering wheel, it's got like leather panels on the door, it's got suede everywhere. Nice and clean example. Very nice and clean example here, guys. Look. So this is the real car. I've been driving this maybe 2 weeks now, and it's fucking really nice. Very nice. But it just made me think, and I wanted to do a comparison video. So in a second we'll flip back to virtual reality. One moment please. Okay then guys, so we're inside the car, and immediately everyone can see this. The car is the opposite hands up drive, which is not the biggest problem in the world, but you can see as well that the steering wheel, so much attention to detail on the steering wheel. It's got the same little M, you know, so it's got all the little M details on it. This appears to be the higher spec one on here as well. It's got a built-in sat nav. Mine does not have the built-in sat nav feature. I don't really like the way that it arches over. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't turn one down if it was in my car already when I bought it, but I quite like the way it looks without it. Although I do like the functionality of having a sat nav, so that would be pretty cool. This is the Triptronic version as well, but for some reason it does let you drive it in shift mode, because as you can see we're in first gear and the clutch is out. If I put the clutch in, burst into life, so you can stall it. So you know, and also I've got the H-gate shifter working, but for some reason it's mapped and he's moving his hands down here. I assure you though, I am using the H-gate shifter like in my car. So without further ado, I'm going to take this for a leisurely stroll around Spa and see what goes on, see what the similarities are. Let's go. I'm not going to be ragging it. To go for a leisurely stroll and just compare how the handling of the car feels to the real life version. And obviously I don't go crazy in real life, so I want to make the comparison as realistic as possible. I love how all the instruments are all working, the speedo's working. It's amazing, to be honest. The interior is so close to being like exactly the same as the real life version. It's crazy. Even these things down here. I am driving a car without the traction control on, so I need to be very careful. I know this car's built for going sideways, but that's not what I want to do today. I want to try and get an accurate representation of the the handling of the car under normal driving conditions. And I have to say, the similarities are really, really awesome and apparent. This feels like I'm driving my car. I know I'm sitting on the other side, I know I'm sitting in the wrong side for me, but the handling, going into the corners, the balance, the way the wheel feels in my hands feels very, very similar. It's amazing. Guys that made Assetto Corsa have done a fantastic job on this. So I'll finish up the lap. Just going at a leisurely stroll pace. It's amazing though. It really does. It's very odd though at the same time to feel like you know I sit in a car very similar to this on the way to work, you know, and it feels very similar. The way the car fights you. Hear the turbo kicking in as well. Yeah, so when I drive on the way to work, I go all the way down the B road, so there's like just sort of windy country roads. Fantastic for this sort of car. Feels amazing, to be honest. Okay, yeah, so let me elaborate, guys. This feels absolutely phenomenal. The fact that, you know, that's the same stereo that I've got at mine. All the knobs and switches, everything's laid out in the correct place. More to the point though, the actual cars feel very similar while driving. The actual sense of speed and the actual feel that the car, you know, the actual that the wheel's giving back to you, the way that it fights you in the corners, it feels a little bit stiff to start off with. The cars feel very, very similar, and it's amazing to actually sit in a car and then sit in the virtual representation of the car. It's amazing, to be honest. So that leads me on to the next thing, to say that if these cars are so similar to the real life counterparts, what does that mean? That sitting in a Zonda, sitting in a Ferrari, sitting in like all these supercars, sitting in a Formula 1 car, is that as realistic as well? Because, you know, this car, I can compare it. So I'm going to say, because this is so closely resembles it, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say that in virtual reality you can get a similar sensation to driving a Formula 1 car or a supercar like a Zonda. So absolutely amazing to think that. So, and this is still currently the DK2. I'm going to call it a day on this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy this, I'd really appreciate it if you smash that like and just share it. You know, if you shared my videos, I really would appreciate that. Take care, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.